你说要点
A
分
few
享吗
weeks later, I received an invitation from Bishop Waleran. In Winchester, we and Waleran's allies were to meet King Stephen himself. The bishop seemed assured that because we had helped the king, Stephen would support us in return. And that with his help, we would be able to rebuild Kingsbridge Cathedral.
现在国王要金援我们。
Percy Hamley.
伯西汉姆雷，
Good morning. Ali, it's them. Over there. The Hamleys.
Again, thank you for your assistance in Kingsbridge, my son.
We have to thank you. Without you, we
威廉汉
wouldn't
姆
be
雷
here today. Right, Mother?
Of course. Well, don't just stand there. Walk out with me, but very calmly. We can't let them see us.
阿莲娜也在其中哎。
Oh, children, pardon me.
Now we're only missing one more.
就是我啦。
Here he is.
Good morning.
Good
Bishop
morning。
Henry, this is my prior.
Philip of Gwynedd, Prior of Kingsbridge, my Lord Bishop.
You won't have to say much today, Philip.
Leave the talking to us.
No, leave the talking to me. King Stephen is my brother, after all. Let us make haste. My brother is an early riser.
We must make haste. I want to go hunting in the New Forest. England is full of game. No comparison to Normandy. This country's still wild.
This is Waleran Bygod, the Bishop of Kingsbridge.
Waleran, I remember you. We've met before.
And Percy Hamley.
My king.
He brought Bartholomew to justice. And it's not the first time he's helped me. He has Norman blood in him. We should hunt together someday.
Indeed, sire.
Bartholomew, on the other hand, will not leave the jail alive.
Percy Hamley did not do it without help, my lord. It was I who told him of the plot against you.
And now you come to be rewarded as well. I see.
其实我有点看不太懂哎，开始有点混
My
淆了。
brother, the Cathedral of Kingsbridge has burnt down. Waleran asks for a reward, not for himself. He asks for our church.
I take it your church cannot afford to rebuild that cathedral, Henry. Neither can the crown.
I, or rather Bishop
所以国王没钱是不是？
You could give the Earl of Shiring's lands to the Bishop of Kingsbridge to finance the rebuilding of the cathedral.
I like the idea. But Percy and his men were the ones who took Owl's Castle, not Bishop Waleran. Right, Percy?
Yes, my king.
He knows the area, and he will be a loyal Earl, will you not?
Of course, my king.
You ought to give thanks to God first. God made you king.
Don't go on like that, Henry. Don't do that. You know what happens when you do that.
是上帝给了你王位。
It was a long way to this throne. A long way.
Yes, my brother.
Now I will hunt.
My Lord King, I thank you for being willing to reconsider the future of the Shiring Earldom.
When shall we hear your decision?
Tomorrow. Bring my bow. Tell the men we hunt.
Philip, Waylon and I have much to discuss.
All right. But what can I do to help?
Well, my brother asked me to get a confession
让叛徒巴萨罗缪招供。
against those who believe Bartholomew's arrest was unjust, and it may help us to convince my brother to forget all about his promise to Percy Hamley.
反正让他招供了，我们就有钱嘛，对不对？
Tomorrow, the king will announce his decision. Until then, they won't allow a simple monk like me into the keep.
Ah, Philip.
What is it?
About Bartholomew's confession.
Maybe you can get him to confess.
I do not believe my prior can do more than you could, Henry.
Perhaps he knows he will die, no matter what he says.
Please excuse me.
Of course.
我要去哪里让他们招供啊？
Bishop Henry said Bartholomew is in the jail. Where was that again?
在哪里啊？
Percy Hamley will have the earldom of Shiring.
But would he make a good earl?
Who cares? Stephen wanted the throne for 20 years. Now that he has it, he must be loyal to those who are loyal to him.
Who knows? Maybe Percy will make a good earl.
From what I've heard, Lady Hamley pulls the strings.
Bartholomew and his followers would have only been the first wave. Robert of Gloucester remains, and he will attack.
And that's what you keep telling us. Maybe because the king likes to hear that you share his worries about Robert of Gloucester.
Robert of Gloucester wants to see his sister on the throne. He will attack. And the Welsh will fight on his side.
哇，我觉得这些骑士讲的内容好复杂哦！天哪，我的脑子快吸收不过来。你们谁真的听得懂的吗？
I must do something to help our priory.
我脑子快爆炸了。
How could you let her get away? That little bitch.
I will find her, Mother.
She was here?
Why?
To see her father, of course. But that won't help her.
完全听不懂。
She has already made a fool of you once. Don't let it happen again.
No, Mother.
我大概统整一下给你们听，就是呢，他们说的，就是那些难民为什么会出现，跟为什么会有这些事情，主要是这个男的他送了一封信，但是我忘记信写的什么，然后他帮助了现在的国王去打赢了胜仗，然后原本另外一个支持派叫做夏朗伯爵系列的人，就是这个男生威廉，就是这个黄发的男生，他不是在大概第2章、第3章的时候有跟一个女生吵架。 就是那个阁楼的小公主，楼上的小公主，那个女生本来是夏朗伯爵的女儿，就是她是公主这样子。然后现在他们把那个夏朗伯爵的庄园都拆掉了，他们会威廉就是汉姆雷这一家会成为夏朗领地的新伯爵，懂吗？然后现在呢，在地下室的呢，就是原本那个小公主的爸爸。
Bishop Henry sends me.
The bishop, eh? What does he want?
He wants me to talk to Bartholomew of Shiring.
Bartholomew of Shiring? Ah. It's only Bartholomew now. This is 4th day.
威廉为什么不直接泡公主就好了？因为他追不到公主，公主甩了他，然后威廉跟他说：“你等着瞧。”这样，对，所以他的确。 他把他的公主就是踢下了马，这样子。对。
Bartholomew, I am Brother Philip. Could you forgive those that wronged you?
Only God forgives. A monk should know that.
Your conspiracy. Was it really?
女人喜欢来硬的。
Stephen sent you. Why would you side with the usurper?
I was asked to make you confess.
Stronger men tried that before you. Why should I confess to you?
Your people found refuge in my priory. Your confession will help me to give them work and shelter.
I have no sins to confess. My only regret is that I failed.
I will not tell the king that. They will kill you.
They have already done that. Monk, tell them that I confessed.
To what?
All of it. Treason.
But...
The son shall not suffer for the iniquity of the father. Tell Stephen that as well.
You know the scripture.
Richard and Aliena, my children, they must live.
安安 QA 安安。这是个非常老套的那个公认的，然后保孩子这样子。这是什么游戏？叫《上帝之柱》。上帝之柱。好，我们现在回去找城堡。
I hope the confession will motivate the king to help Kingsbridge. I should tell Henry.
亨利在哪里？哦，在这里。对，抽奖的话，抽奖的时候要打关键字，但是不是现在。
About Bartholomew's confession.
Maybe you can get him to confess.
I do not believe my prior can do more than you could, Henry.
Perhaps he knows he will die, no matter what he says.
这是刚刚的那个。
He confessed to everything, but he asks for clemency for his children.
Good. I will let my brother know what we have achieved today once he returns from the hunt.
Good, Philip. You did well.
About Bartholomew's children.
My brother was never one to judge a man by the deeds of his father. Still, I shall mention Bartholomew's request to him.
所以他儿子跟女儿都可以活下来。
Please excuse me. Tomorrow.
哎。
Please excuse me. I hope the confession will motivate the king to help Kingsbridge. I hope the confession will motivate the king to help Kingsbridge. I'm done here. They have done enough harm to that man. Francis and I wanted to help King Stephen to protect the church. I doubt these people share our motives.
怎么办？我现在要干嘛？
From what I heard, this is about the cathedral in Kingsbridge. It burned down.
Yes.
Then the king should help in some manner, but not by giving away English land to the church.
Did you not say Bishop Henry was the richest man in England? Then why is he not paying for the cathedral?
God has very tight purse strings, it seems.
怎么办？我又找不到关键点在哪了。傻眼耶！
Stephen will make Percy Hamley Earl of Shiring. I hope the confession will motivate the king to help Kingsbridge. Please excuse me. About Bartholomew's children.
My brother was never one to judge a man by the deeds of his father. Still, I shall mention Bartholomew's request to him.
对啊，没了，为什么？哦，这里还有哎。
We think Stephen will make Percy Hamley Earl of Shiring. I must do something to help our priory.
啊，不是啊，
I hope the confession will motivate the king to help Kingsbridge. I hope the confession will I hope.
坏。
Good day.
You come to visit someone in my jail, Father? Or do you want to pick out a nice warm cell for yourself?
How dare you?
Oh, I'm just pulling your leg. See? A smile. Just for you, Father.
这无聊的玩笑哎，这是狱卒。
I'm done here. I hope the confession will motivate the king to help Kingsbridge.
怎么办？啊，我真的进不去呢。
I must do something to help our priory. Please excuse me.
不是啊，这到底是少了什么？
They don't believe Waylaran's plan will be successful. I hope the confession. I hope the confession.
楼梯去过了呢。
They have done enough harm to that man. I hope the confession.
哦，点书哦，是我之前都没有靠点书。哎，上帝的话语，可是我刚刚点过了。
And what you have heard from me in the presence of many witnesses, entrust to faithful men who will be able to teach others also. I wonder how much of a Christian Stephen really is. They seem as if they look forward to a fight. I will pray for them. Would they even care if... These men live rich lives. I hope they at least give alms. In all your ways, acknowledge... I hope the confession will motivate the king. They think Robert... The wicked war. Francis and I wanted to help King Stephen to protect the church. I doubt these people share our motives. They have done enough harm to that man.
好奇怪哦。
I hope the confession will motivate... I remember how he... This is not...
哇，怎么办？ 关了哎，前面好像还没卡关，我还这边每个都点过了哎。
About my brother still.
这个就没了嘞。
You think Stephen will make Percy Hamley up? I must do something to help.
完蛋了，怎么办？不对啊，这没有路了呢，这个楼梯也上不去。
Tomorrow. These men live rich lives. I hope they at least give alms.
监狱好像不能再进去了，好像不行哎。
The wicked walk on every. I'm done here.
他对我笑了一下。没有东西耶。
Monk, it's about time you showed up.
Huh? Regan Hamley? We have not been formally.
突然他可以讲话是什么概念
You are a fool. Is that formal enough for you, Monk? You don't understand any of this, do you? It's as if you've never set a single foot outside. How you let yourself be used by those two greedy bishops, I'll never know. Waleran wants the lands of the earldom for himself. Henry knows that. Say something. You don't
are only
believe me,
worrying
do you,
about your
Monk?
husband's land.
Well, of course I am, and you should be too. If Waleran
哦，点人直接讲哦，有道理，有道理。
I know you don't trust me.
Do you have a way to prove any of this?
Ride with my son, William. Just a few hours. I will prove to you that Waleran will betray you.
All right. I will ride with your son, if only to prove you wrong.
Very well. Maybe you're not a fool after all. But do not let the bishop see you. William?
What?
Ride with Father Philip. Do as I said.
他妈好强势哦。
William Hamley declined to tell me where we were heading. He enjoyed keeping me in the dark and forcing me to follow his lead. Sometimes he sped ahead.
他跟威廉要去哪？
It took me some effort.
狩猎场吗？
But sooner or later he would stop and wait, sneering as I rejoined him. On one occasion, he stood there urinating against a rock. When I caught up with him, he turned.
被他可耻行为震惊，他大笑，真的很粗俗哎，这个人。
Comical. He laughed, got back into the saddle, spurred his horse, and rode off. Again, I followed, hoping this journey had not been another horrible mistake.
他的小鸡鸡露出来了。哎。
Near a bridge, I found William with a group of washerwomen. He was shouting at them. When I arrived, I could only hear their replies. They said that they had not seen a girl or a boy fitting his description. A younger, blonde woman said that even if she had seen the girl, she would not tell him.
哦，他要找那两个，一个儿子，一个女儿吧。
William grabbed the startled-looking woman by
看
the
是
arm,
性骚扰吧？
shoved his right hand under her skirt. She started crying.
这威廉太恶心了
The
吧
others asked William to stop, but were afraid to anger him. William turned and grinned when he saw me approaching.
太色了吧？
When he heard my words, William's grin faded. He pushed the young woman away. The other women looked at me in a strange way. They must have asked
我
themselves.
阻止了他的好事，他想要打野炮被我阻止了。
We rode off, and William stared at me full of spite. I told him I pitied him. I did not tell him why, because I had no words for it. We did not talk after that. Not for a long time. William talked to more strangers along the way. First, I believed
他
he
在
was
做
asking
交
for
易，
directions.
威廉在花
Then I
钱这边买
realized that
情报
money。was changing hands. William was paying these people for information. I was glad that for now he had lost
其实这马的
interest
胡
in
须
hurting
男，
others. Then I saw an old woman pointing William to a bearded man on a horse. William called the man a horse thief. Then he grinned and signaled the puzzled man to get on his horse and ride with him. They rode faster and faster, and I could not hear what more they talked about.
那个人是个偷买贼。然后他咧嘴笑，示意那个一脸困惑的男士上了马跟他走。什么意思啊？
William bluntly threatened to have the man hanged for stealing a horse of his, and then ordered him to hunt down the real thieves in exchange for his life. The man laughed as if he had made a great bargain. William even paid him. Before the man rode off north, William mentioned a name.
威廉直接威胁那个人说，偷了他的马就要被绞死，然后让他去找真正的小偷来换取自己的性命，也就是说他要找个替死鬼这样子。
Then William waved at me to ride faster. I reckoned we had to be close to where Lady Hamley wanted us to go. Not long after, my stomach turned as I realized just where exactly we were bound.
这一篇没什么重点，这一段。
Just a moment.
What?
You know very well that Bishop Waleran is in Winchester now. So what are we doing here?
No idea. Mother never tells me anything. She treats me and Father like damn children. It's a wonder Father ever got to fuck her in the first place.
为什么我父亲开始要跟他在一起？
But here I am, and I'm starving. Damn, I'm starving.
Where are you going?
In there?
No.
I'm sure the bishop would want to see me well fed. We won't be staying long, so whatever it is you gotta do, do it fast. How can I help you? How about you step aside?
哇，直接让他进去，傻眼。沃伦的秘密是什么呢？
William forgot to close his saddlebag.
马鞍的一封信，威廉，你的担忧实在令人费解。沙谬就是犯罪，地狱等着所有的罪人。如果你还夺取生命是为保护上帝和我们的教堂，那杀戮还是一种犯罪吗？在这场神圣的斗争中，你成为了上帝的宝剑。在圣地加入我们十字军所勇敢的骑士也是如此。信仰是他们的盔甲，他们罪是获得赦免。你是上帝的剑，而我作为主教，则是上帝的手。只要剑听从手的指挥，你的罪就可以获得赦免。
I shouldn't. Waleran's palace can't be why I'm here. done it?
其实我不知道来这里干嘛。
You don't know what's going.
可以走出来哎！
What is that?
沃伦有自己的建筑工程，他在这边盖什么？想盖城堡是不是？
I have to find out more. I have to.
Have to. 我刚突然想到，刚刚找不到可以按空白键，我现在想到。哦，他出来了哎！
You, please. I saw you arriving with him. I don't know who you are, but you have to help me.
What happened?
He forced me to serve him food. He took the Lord's name in vain, and he pushed me and touched me.
Touch me!
Oh, God.
他连男的也有兴趣哎。
Ah, the monk. Oh. Did the boy call you? So what? Did he ask you for help?
You didn't have to say anything. I knew you would get us in trouble.
Trouble?
喜欢菊花。
We're young men, he and I play rough. So what?
I asked you to leave.
And that is what we will do. What will the bishop think of your behavior?
Listen, we're all on the same side here.
We are not.
You, me, him, we're all working for the bishop. He won't mind. I play rough, so what? We are all men of God.
How are you working for the bishop?
You already forgot? I found you, back in Kingsbridge, when I escorted him.
You did not find me.
The bishop and I got talking. We have an understanding.
An understanding about what?
I took Earl's castle for him.
伯爵的城堡
Your
给他
parents
了。
agreed to arrest Bartholomew because they wanted his earldom.
Who cares what they think? I felled Bartholomew's men with my sword. The old man was begging me for his life. On his knees, he begged me. I did it for the bishop.
What?
But hey, I'm sure you did great things for him as well. You think my father took Earl's castle? He's too fat to ride a horse.
太胖上不了。
I pity you.
Again? You dare to say that again?
所以他为主教做事情。
I pity you. You're not a man. Neither of you are.
We are men of God.
A man kills, and a man fucks. And no one talks down to me. No one! I know you saw me and that whore at the river. I would have fucked that woman if it hadn't been for you.
我早就上了那个女的。
She'd have learnt her lesson. And don't you think I noticed how you spied on me and that horse thief?
你怎么监视我跟那个偷
I
马
should
贼
kill you
吗？
for that. I should. Let me tell you, I will fuck Bartholomew.
我会上了那个阿萨莲
I
娜
will。fuck her good. I'm a man.
但这个男的精虫充脑
Boy,
哎。
if that was the only way to put him in his place. Hell, he looks like he'd enjoy it too.
Not even God would forgive those sins.
Of course he would. He already did. The bishop told me.
Then the bishop is wrong.
Hey, we're on the same side here. Now, we will stay here a while longer, as I've not finished eating. Shit.
傻眼烟。
We should leave.
I'm not done here yet. We stay.
Make him go. I want him to leave. Now.
I can't let anyone know what Waleran and Henry tried to do. I doubt anyone would even be surprised. What a fool I was. Tell me, what is being built out there?
What?
A substantial construction is underway.
他是在建城堡吗
Yes, but
What is it?
a castle.
你看吧，我就说在建一座城堡。
A castle? Why a castle?
I don't know. It is not for me to ask or question the bishop.
Of course.
And I doubt it's for you to question him either.
If the bishop finds out about this, he will not be pleased. And if anyone's name was not found written in the Book of Life, he was thrown into the lake of fire.
What's that?
It's from the scripture. The end of days.
The second death of the sinners.
Bishop Waleran said that if a sinner stares into the flame,
火
the
狐狸
devil
的
stares
恶魔。
back from the lake of fire.
What?
I can't see him.
Me neither. What's he supposed to look like?
找哦。
I have to fix this. I can't let anyone know. I doubt anyone would. I can't let. I have.
The bishop will. I know he will.
Ugh. Throw them into the blazing furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
What?
Hell. It is a depiction of hell. I told you of heaven and hell once before. Do you remember?
Of course.
The bishop said the relief intimidates even his most impious visitors. They all
他们都
fear
惧
death.
怕死亡，可以吓倒最不虔诚的客人。
Do not fear those who kill the body. Rather fear him who can destroy both soul and body in hell.
Who's he?
The devil. A fallen angel.
I have nothing to be afraid of.
The cowardly, the unbelieving.
胆怯、不信、可憎、杀人、淫乱、行邪术、拜偶像，跟一切说谎话的人，
Their souls
他
are
们
the
的灵
devil's.
魂被恶魔夺走了，他们都要下地狱的。
Stop it! Hell is far away. I'm not afraid.
For some, hell is not that far away.
看，好恐怖哦！
What is it?
We ride back to Winchester. Now!
他看见了魔鬼。
What happened?
Maybe he saw things to come.
Good. Now you leave as well. That man, William, had no idea why you two came here, had he? You came here to spy on the bishop. You brought this man here. Leave. Go.
There you are. My son seemed thoughtful when he returned.
You priests and your talk. You'll always get to him.
He seemed more excited after talking to your bishop, though. Then again, We know Waileran is good with words. Don't we, my husband?
Of course, yes.
Speaking of Waileran, what did you find, monk?
要告诉他吗？不确定。
I am not sure.
You must have seen it. Are you that blind? Bishop Waileran Bygod is building a castle, and he used up every stone and every tree on his own lands. He claims he wants Bartholomew's land for your cathedral. But what Waileran wants is a castle.
He's always been like that.
Not long ago, you accused us of being selfish. But what about your bishop, eh?
What do you want from me?
As Prior of Kingsbridge, you will agree that my husband shall
作为金斯部里的院长，你要同意我跟丈夫拥有夏朗的爵位。
Because we will support the rebuilding of your cathedral with our stones and our timber.
The king can live up to all of his promises, and Waileran gets nothing.
That is our offer.
你觉得怎么样呢？
What do you say?
其实我觉得这个交易还不错哎，我不喜欢那个主教。
I agree.
Ah. Did you hear, my husband?
Yes, you said he'd agree.
My husband will let the king know of our agreement. Bishop Waileran will be quite surprised. You will see his true face when he does not get what he wants.
我真的很不喜欢那个主教，那主教感觉是那种有跟那个怎么雷吉米尔斯一样阴谋仔。我要不要激怒他？哇！激怒他好了。
Would you not rather build a castle, my bishop?
What?
A castle like this, I mean. Do you not find this place remarkable? Winchester Castle.
Of course. It is.
Maybe I should come back tomorrow.
Yes, there is not much a monk can do here.
Yes, your bishop and I will do what we can to help your priory.
My loyal subject, Percy Hamley, today becomes the Earl of Sharing. Of the former Earl's possessions, Percy shall have the castle. And all the land that is tenanted to knights, and all farmlands, pastures, forests, and quarries.
通通都给了他。
I swear by all that is holy to be your liegeman, and to fight for you against any other.
My king...
Ah, yes. Of course, I have not forgotten the worries of my bishops. The Earl of Sharing himself, Percy here, solved this problem for me. Thanks to him, I can uphold my promise. Don't worry, Bishop Waileran. Kingsbridge shall be rebuilt. Percy told me of a man here whom my brother has not yet introduced. Come forward, Prior.
轮到我了。
My brother, may I present to you Philip of Gwynedd?
My king.
You seem afraid. What are you worried about?
担心什么呢？担心大教堂。
I'm worried about my priory and the cathedral.
I heard about the fire. How are you managing?
On the day of the fire, God sent us a builder, but we cannot pay him.
Don't worry, you can. Now, about the arrangement between you and Percy Hamley. He told me that he wants to support you in financing timber and stone for your new cathedral. I wholeheartedly agree with the plan you two have devised. It shall be done.
Thank you.
Thank you, my lord.
It seems unnecessarily complicated to give the land to the bishop. Percy told me that you, Father Philip, share that sentiment. He told me it was your idea to take up the burden of managing the rebuilding of the cathedral yourself.
Wonderful.
I'm glad that we all were able to help you, Bishop Waleran, in this pressing matter. After all you have done for me.
Thank you, Lord King.
Bartholomew lost everything in his attempt to end my reign. This morning he was found dead in his cell.
他自杀
I've
了
heard。that you, Pra, worry for his children, Richard and Aliena. While they shall lose their status, their
但是
name
可以
and
获得
their
自由，
land,
去一个任何他们想
they
去的
shall
地
go
方。
free, wherever they are.
其实还不错啦，至少不会说抓起来一起死。
Lady Hamley?
Of course. Father Philip has been very understanding in all this.
Yes, he is remarkable. Very remarkable.
My husband and I were terrified when we heard about the fire in Kingsbridge. It is a blessing that we can help him and his priory.
主教很不爽。
You sowed the wind, Philip.
那主教感觉超生气的耶。我去监狱看了巴萨罗缪，你跟威廉一起骑马来到主教宫殿，并且揭开了沃尔伦的秘密。沃尔伦主教的秘书开始怀疑你，与沃尔伦意见不治的情况下，你答应跟汉姆雷家族达成协议，并且按照他们的要求，沃尔伦主教一口咬定了你背叛了他。来，我们下一章。